of course, your favorite psychic medium. I am able to go beyond the veil of life and death to connect with spirits that are sometimes nice and sometimes not so much. So I want to thank you for coming to my channel. If you are new here, I want to welcome you to my channel, as my content is very real and very true. In this Tell My Story edition, I want to connect with Naya Rivera. There has been a lot of comments and questions and concerns where she might be located. So recently, the news just dropped that Naya Rivera, a famous television star, has went missing. Stories have come forward, and I am going to connect with her to see what she would like to say. Possibly it will be her guides and her ancestors that will help guide me to give you the information to where she is and the information that pertains to her. Okay, you guys, so when I connect with her and I connect with her energy from the very first time, I will tell you there are a few things that she is very concerned about and her guides and her ancestors are very concerned about. Number one, I keep getting that she has, it's very possible that she is now like connected or pinned down in between some sort of rock. Okay, so what I am saying, you guys, number one, when she did get on the boat, there was some things that she noticed that was not necessarily normal to her. She said that she did board and she did get on a boat, but there were some things that were off. I do believe what she is also saying is that there were additional people that could have been around that could have saw some things as it relates to her getting on the boat. But there were some issues that she was having about some individuals or some people that were close by or located in the area. When she went on some sort of boat tour, she's saying that she went on some sort of tour, or she wanted to see something with her son. She wanted to take her son to see something. Okay, yeah, so she is saying that she wanted to take her child to go see something, and she went on some sort of sighting to see something. Now, on this sighting, she's mentioning that the boat, she felt like she could handle some things, or one particular person could handle something on their own, but there was some sort of mistake that had happened on board. She's saying there's some sort of mistake that happened on board. She's saying that there was an altercation. There was some sort of disagreement with someone that she was having, whether it was through the phone or whether it was something that caused someone else was on the boat. She said there was some sort of disagreement or some sort of altercation. She is saying that she was pushed off or thrown over in some type of way from the boat. From what I am seeing from my end, you guys, I keep seeing that the boat had hit some sort of rock. Okay, it hit something that was in the water that could have threw her overboard, or somehow she had thrust it over the area. She said she was leaning on something. And then she's also mentioning that she was going to take her child fishing. She was doing some water activities. So she's also mentioning that she wasn't expecting to go overboard, but something happened where it thrusted her overboard. The biggest thing that I am concerned with is that I am seeing some other people involved. So I don't know if it was another speedboat that was catching up to the boat, or someone else, a group of men that could have been coming after that particular boat. But she is mentioning that there is some sort of action that has been taken upon someone else in an aggressive manner to move towards her and her family. She's saying that she doesn't feel like she was prepared much at all. I'm seeing her connected and stuck between a rock, an area where she's being pinned down between some sort of rock or heavy instrument where it's pinning her down in the water. She had on some long dress and her dress got caught. She is mentioning that her dress did get caught on the rock, and she was not able to swim or get back up. Yes, she's mentioning that. She's saying that, blessings to her. She's very emotional, you guys, and I don't want to continue to read on her energy or pull from her soul. I will tell you with her guides and her ancestors are going to be the most important right now with giving me this information, but it's a lot of emotions with trying to get her to not panic. She was in such trauma and emotion when she was leaving that she was very concerned about her child. She was very concerned about someone she was very, very close with. She is not at all trying to focus on what happened. She's more so trying to focus on how she can get out of the situation and how her reality can kick back in. At this moment, I see that she had a lot of loss of breath. She had a lot of suffocation in her lungs, in her chest area. Her chest is really expanded. She does have a lot of bruising and a lot of punctures on her body. This could be from her being in the water and there's other rocks or sharp things nearby. But she is mentioning that as well. At least her guides and her ancestors are. So I'm very concerned with her actually being alive at the present moment. From what I am picking up with her guides and her ancestors, that this is very hard for her, this energy. She is not happy with what's going on. Neither is she fully aware with what took place and what happened. She is mentioning that she did see something about or noticed something was off when she onboarded, and she mentioned two additional men. She keeps talking about this energy, so I do believe that there was some sort of altercation that possibly could have led to this, where someone wasn't paying attention and possibly hit some sort of rock or something into the water, which has caused the boat to come to a dramatic stop, or something happened to where it shook things up to where she went overboard off of the boat. She said that some people are going to think or create stories about some sort of suicide or letting go, some sort of her letting go on her own, wanting to not be here anymore. But it's not true, because she has someone that she loves very dearly. And she wants to clarify that many people are talking about a little confused on how she got out there by herself, or how she was out there with just her child. She's saying that this was something that they did often. She was very, very familiar with how to work or move equipment, and she was very familiar with how to do things. She's saying that she wasn't expecting a lot of things that took place. Number one, she wasn't expecting other energies to be around, and she was not expecting the weather. She's mentioning that there was something going on. She felt like it was a dramatic shift in like the weather, which it could have started, like she could have heard loud noises, which I'm getting some sort of thunder that possibly, and she wasn't necessarily focused on all the right things at one time. She's saying that she does have the feeling that her phone was a distraction as well, because she was trying to film a moment or record something, or do some sort of talking as well. So she does mention this, and she does mention that she's very, very sad, and you guys, she's not happy at this very moment. She is trying to still focus, so I don't want to interfere too heavily on her energy with allowing her to get to where she needs to go, especially if she is in the in-between process of transitioning over from life to death. It's going to be very important to light her candle, give her a glass of water, give her a lot of energy to assist her movement, towards that rim and towards the afterlife rim. I do sense very heavily that she is in between and is currently being contacted by spirits of death to help her transition. But I also pick up that her last moments, or the moments that might be considered her last, she was fighting very hard for her life. So with that transition, it's going to cause her to be very hard and reluctant to cross over immediately. So you could see that this is a very hard time for her, and you can feel this is a very hard time. At least I hope that you can, because I feel it. So I want to thank you guys for aligning with Ariana. If you would like your own personal reading, please visit www.alignwithariana.com. My wishes, my prayers go to her family in all regards. May she find peace and love, as she is a gentle spirit. She still wants to connect, and she wants people to and give her support. She is asking for some much needed prayer right now to uplift her in this time of transitioning for her, to uplift her while she is scared and while she is alone. She does feel very sad and alone. There are some things where she's not feeling too confident into her transitioning of life and death, and she doesn't feel that she's all the way deceased. So I want to remind you guys that no reports have been confirmed nor denied that she has been declared deceased, that she still very possible may be present. But what I am picking up on in the psychic realm is that there is a tough or thin line right now between her life and her death. It is very, very possible that she has she's in the in-between process of transitioning. So I want to send out much needed prayer to her and her family in this process of what is going on with her. And I want to send her many, many blessings, and may you do also. If you would like to connect with me, please visit me at www.alignwithariana.com. I want to thank you guys for aligning with me. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe. Peace, love,